Hi everybody, I just got to show you my friend Jeff. He has this cool little shack in his backyard where we come out to sit. We sit here and here and we listen to music, and this place is so cool. Little stove, and then this wall that he's created of all the people he admires in the music and the... What? I'm filming your wall here. Oh. I'm telling my people about your cool little room out here.
So these are people who have all made something that is sunk into my heart and that is part of who I am today. Most of them are people from way back when I was a kid or in my teens. And then there are people who are much more recent who have also wormed their way into my heart. So there's classical artists, mostly pop artists, some comedians, some actors, some authors. But these are the people that God put in this world to make it a better place.
Yeah, well said. I love that photo of George Martin up there. That's
Alan.
Alan, our friend Alan Clark photographed Sir George about 20 years ago.
And this Beatles album right there, that Yellow Submarine, that is the actual paper and vinyl that ripped my heart open and made me love the Beatles.
Is that right?
That's the one.
That's amazing.
It's in terrible condition, but it's mine.
So this is the album that your parents bought for you guys to listen to?
My dad bought it in 1969 and brought it home. And of course, what kid wouldn't just be totally drawn to that cover with all those guys on the back? And here's something else I always loved about this album that I've never actually said out loud to anybody ever, but is that I always thought it was cool. It says Jefferson and it broke off it so it says Jeff. And I just thought that was cool because there's my name with just one less. So I always focused in on that.
I love that.
And so I thought that guy was Jeff, but he's just an apple bonker. But I thought he was Jeff.
That is too funny.
But yeah, this album's just...
Yeah, what kid could not look at this and be just totally intrigued?
That was just amazing, yeah. You know what I was thinking also? I just had this thought last night, and it kind of blew my mind. It's like, I'm always a little disappointed when I watch Yellow Submarine that it's not actually the Beatles doing it, because they didn't get into it till the very end, which is why they filmed that thing. But I thought, oh my gosh, with AI, they could completely recast that album with the actual Beatles.
Wow, yeah.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
I love these two pictures of Kate Bush. How old is she in there?
I think she's like 7.
God.
Yeah, her brother Patty took those pictures. I believe it was Patty.
That's incredible.
Took those pictures, and I just think they're so cool because there's like the embryo of the artist.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then that was on heavy rotation in my house growing up with
Gracie.
Anthony Newley. My mom played that, and that's in my heart and my head. This was the soundtrack to The Odd Couple, and it has intersected with the actual soundtrack music by Neil Hefti. It has little vignette scenes of dialogue.
Yes.
And so when I watch that movie, I know exactly what they're going to say. It's burned in my brain.
I know it is.
And then
too.
that was my first kind of my first found on my own musical love was the Carpenters. And
is that right?
Yes. So when I was in like 72, 73, I had bought all their current albums, and that was me that got them, you know. And
yeah.
To this day, that music's amazing.
Very cool.
They're geniuses.
And then, of course, Goodbye Old Road.
Yeah.
Sounds of Silence.
I'll never forget though when
White Album.
I went to California with our family, and that was right when this album came out, so that would be 73.
Yeah.
And so it must have been summer of 73. And I just remember coming back from LA, I think my cousin might have had it or something, and coming back from Los Angeles and laying in bed and hearing that song come up on the radio, and that was kind of when it went like a rivet, you know.
Yeah.
It connected what I'd heard with this experience once I was home, and that song just blows my mind.
You're not the only one.
Yeah. So.